Welcome to Tenrimchi's Paranormal Zone. Today I'm in a very special place and I am in the famous Petaling Street shopping area. This area is in downtown Kuala Lumpur and it was founded originally in 1870, and that's 141 years ago. It is famous for being the night market of all night markets in this region. So when they first immigrated here over 141 years ago, they worked in the tin mines, and to supplement their income they made their own family products. They cooked their own food, they sewed up clothes, they did some metal work, they did some woodworks, and they sold all their stuff here in this night market. And it became like the mini Chinatown in Malaysia. Although it's named Little Chinatown, you have historical shop lots and you have the facade of buildings that are still in its original form. It has all beautiful products from all over Malaysia and from abroad. In this night market, you can find anything and everything that you want at a discount. You can find all types of food. There are hundreds of food stalls, fruit stalls, flower stalls, bread stalls, whatever you want, you know, even chestnuts. And also they have a lot of home industry items, electronical items, whatever you want at really basement bargain prices. But the key is you got to bargain. A watch here can be US $5,000, but after you bargain, it could be US $20. So you got to bargain, and the locals here really like to bargain. It's a backpacker's heaven because you got plenty of backpacker hotels up and down the street, all around, whatever you want. Today, we're coming to this, there's a little traffic jam here. Today we're coming to the historic Petaling Street, where it has been selling its local wares for 141 years. And I invited a friend to come along. He is a renowned local designer. When he was very young, in Ipoh, where he was born and where he was raised, his father wanted him to be the traditional boy. And he was interested in fashion. He was interested in designing. He was interested in clothes and appearance, how he can make people look good. And his mother supported him all the way. And because of the support he received from his mom, he is very, very close. She is his biggest fan. She is his biggest friend. And she is just everything to him. And anyways, the local designer that's well known here in all of Malaysia is my friend and student and a hardworking member of Kichara House, Eric Chung. How are you tonight?
Hi, I'm good, okay.
And do you come here often to Petaling Street?
Oh yes, almost like 1 week, twice or 3 times like that.
And what do you come here for?
Because Petaling Street.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, there are so many cheap things to buy here, fruit, you know. But now I'm vegetarian, I cannot eat. You know, I just eat veggie. There are like nice veggie.
Wait a minute. You come here to buy cute fruit.
Fruit and some fabric. Yeah, they got some fabric.
You also buy, oh, of course.
Yes.
You're a designer. He comes here to buy fabrics, not just cute fruit. Do you find it difficult to get here because you don't like driving in the city? You don't drive in the city.
Yeah, no, because they got public transport is a lot here. They got LRT station and the bus station here, the main station, and taxi.
So if one of our foreign friends come to Malaysia to visit Kichara House and they wanted to see Petaling Street, from where Kichara House is in Petaling Jaya to come to Petaling Street, what would you recommend them to take?
Oh, they can go to Kanana Jaya, they take the LRT, they straight away to come to this Pasar Seni, yes. They drop and then they will drop here. After that, a few steps, they come to this Petaling Street already, Chinatown. Really convenient, worth it.
No problem, huh? All right. Can you take me in there and show me some bargains before we start our paranormal story of the week?
Yeah, sure.
I'm interested in some very cheap but good watches. Do you think you can help me?
Yeah, sure. I can bargain.
Let's go, Eric. We're walking down Chinatown, Petaling Street, and they're supposed to close at 12, but sometimes they close a little early. The whole place is enclosed, and so you can walk here even when it's raining. Every day is supposed to be 6 to 12 o'clock, correct? And it's very, very crowded. Lots of people, lots of tourists, lots of locals. I think for any Malaysian coming to Kuala Lumpur, if they have time, would they come here?
Yeah.
They'll come here and they'll try to buy something.
Yeah, that's right.
But the food here is very good, right?
Yeah, the food here is very good.
Is there any paranormal happenings here with ghosts or whatever?
I think so, you know, because it's so old already, this area.
Lots of stories, huh?
Yes.
We're gonna talk about it later. Well, I really like these watches. What about you, Eric? Which one would you pick? Okay, this is a really nice, classy watch, everybody. Very, very nice. How much would something like this be, huh? Can you ask him for me?
How much that? 75. 75.
So what do you think we can bargain this down to, huh? You're the expert here.
How much?
I close in time. You're gonna buy how many pieces more? I give you good price now because normally we open with 100.
Really?
Wow, this one's really nice too.
How much?
How much you give?
I give you $50.
50 yeah. 50 okay no.
Not bad, huh? How about this one?
This one 45.
45.
Not bad.
Okay, I think I like this one. I'm gonna get this one.
That is very nice.
Thanks.
This one how much?
45.
45. Cheaper lah.
Really cheap lah, brother. I close lah. Really cheap.
This is what you need. You need a local here to bargain for you. They really know. They really enjoy it. It's an art to bargain.
30 yeah.
So that's 40 ringgits. I don't know what's that. 15 US. Let's take it.
About that.
Thanks.
35 cannot ah. Oh. I'm Malaysian.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. You can buy cheap shoes, cheap clothes, shirts, sandals, watches, food, pants, purses, luggage, electronic wear, DVD players. You can even get computers. I don't know if they work or not, but you got to check it out. Everything you can find. Yeah.
Only coffee.
Okay, great. Very busy. Lots of people. Lots of happenings. Look at the beautiful fruit on the left, right here. Look at the delicious, beautiful fruit. Fresh and ripe. And you can just buy it and just eat it.
Yeah.
Malaysians like fruit a lot
fruit a lot.
because it's a tropical country, so it's always warm. People eat fruit all year long. All right, I hope you guys can visit. Let's on to our paranormal story of the week. Okay, I'm here with our local celebrity, Eric Chung. And as you know, he designs wonderful, wonderful clothes, especially bridal wear. See his shop in Bangsa and walk away with a bridal trousseau, even if you don't need one. Now anyways, we were just on Petaling Street, and Eric was very nice because I'm not very good at bargaining and I'm not used to bargaining. And Eric got me a watch for 40 ringgit. And that is, I think, 15 US dollars. So that was really a bargain. And you can see he is an expert. Are you an expert?
Yes, I'm expert to bargain.
For everything, right?
Yes.
Caught you off guard. No, I'm just teasing him. He's a good fella. He's fun. He's all right. Anyways, our story for this week is about when I was in Gonden. When I first arrived in Gonden in 1992, I was staying in a house there. And this house was high off the ground. It wasn't ground level. It was off the ground, and it was like maybe the window would reach the top of my head if you're standing outside. So it's quite high. And what happened was, we don't have air conditioning. All we have is fans. And during the earlier part of the year, it's very, very hot. And so what we do is we leave the windows open and we leave the fans going all the time. So in my room, of course, is 4 walls. Behind me is windows. On the left of me is windows. In front is a wall and a door, and on the right is another wall. So my bed would be directly on the window here. There would be one bed here against the window, that was my bed, and there'd be another against the other window. So there was 2 beds, and one young monk shared the room with me. So there was 2 of us in the room, and we lived there, we stayed there, and 2 things started to happen. So what happens is at night I would do my studies or I do my readings, and I would be sitting on the bed, cross-legged, and I would lean myself against the back of the window. And the other monk would be somewhere in the monastery, but he doesn't come back till late. And so I'd be leaning and I'd be doing my studies. And it was really weird because with all the lights on, the fans on, I would feel somebody's hand coming through the window and touching me like this.
It's scary.
Would that scare you?
No.
Are you sure that would scare you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I've heard other things, but never mind. Now, anyways, So that happened. And I turn around and I look behind me. And you know what? There's nobody there. You can say, well, one of the monks are playing jokes on me and they're teasing me and they just stick their hands through. But you have to understand, I'm the tallest guy there. I'm 6'2". And for one of the monks to reach the window, it's very obvious they got to stand on some ladder or whatever. And outside of the window, it's clear. It's a patio. There's no like big bushes right against the window. There's no dirt. It's just cement and patio. So they would actually have to stand on a chair, and it's very bright and you can see them. So every time I'm sitting there at night, and it happened for a few weeks, somebody would stick their hands in and touch me on the shoulder. It wasn't a tap. It wasn't a squeeze. It was a touch. And I was like, oh, that's freaky. And I really didn't have many paranormal experiences before that, but that really happened. And that was one. The other thing was when we were in the room, the monk would come back and he'd be on his bed and I'd be on our bed and the lights would be off, but all the windows would be open because it's hot. The fan would be on. And in the middle of the night, it's dark, but it's not, you can't see. It's dark. And you can still see a shadow. You can see people moving because there are lights from the outside still. And I used to see this monk on his bed rise up at the waist, stand up, and walk towards me. And and the first time that happened, I said to myself, maybe he's sleepwalking. What is he doing? And then, the minute this monk came near me, something would press down on my chest. I'd hear a buzzing sound. It'd be like bzzz. And then I feel someone's hand on my chest pressing down, and I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, and my jaws were locked. And so I would be reciting all kinds of mantras, and I would be thinking about my teacher, and I would be thinking about different, Buddhas and Dharma protectors. And it took a while to struggle to get this thing off. And then I'd wake up and I'd turn on the light, and guess what? The monk was still sleeping. So the next night, it happened again. The lights would be off, the doors would be locked from the inside, and I would see in the middle of the night, and I'd be half asleep and half awake, I'd see the monk rise up from his bed like this, turn towards me, and walk towards me. And he'd be all black, not black as in the beautiful skin color of black, but black as in no features, nothing. And I was saying to myself, what is this guy doing now? So he'd rise up from the bed and walk towards me, and all I see is a black figure. And he would come and touch my chest again, and the same thing would happen again.
What does this mean? And is a very haunted in the monastery, actually.
Well, actually, I asked a few monks in that area, and I asked them if there was anything there before they built the monastery, and if there was any happenings. None of the monks know anything, but they did tell me they hear strange sounds, they hear noises, they hear people making sounds in the middle of the night. But being monks, they're not worried. Nobody got harmed. Whatever it was that used to come to me didn't harm me. But it was kind of freaky because in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, something is waking up and walking towards you, and you think it's your roommate. And one night I got frustrated. I turned on the lights. The electricity was working that night, all right? I turned on the lights and I went over to the monk and I woke him up, and you know what? He was sleeping very deep. It took me a few seconds to wake him up. He was sleeping very deep, and I said to him, why do you keep coming to me and pressing on my chest? He says, what are you talking about?
It's not him, right?
No, he says he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Just like Eric says, it's not him. So, I said to him, are you sure it's not you waking up? He said, no, look, I'm asleep, I'm dreaming. And it was really freaky. So this happened many, many times. And I consulted one high teacher in the monastery. And he told me to recite one mantra. And the mantra is called Dukkar. D-U-K-K-A-R. And I said, is there any rituals or anything? He said, no, you just do this mantra. And there are all kinds of people out there and all kinds of religious beliefs. I'm just telling you what happened to me and what I did as a solution, but I'm not telling you you have to do that. Everybody has their own way to counter these paranormal experiences. You don't have to do it my way, and my way isn't the only way, but I'm just sharing with you how I did it. In any case, the high teacher said to me to recite this mantra. So I did. I recited this mantra and I did it continuously. And the thing still got up in the middle of the night and came to me and pressed. He didn't hurt me. After a while, it became less and less and less and stopped.
Okay.
And no more. And the incredible thing is that once I started this mantra, there was no rituals, there was no magic, there was nothing. It just stopped. So what I wanted to share with you tonight was back in the 90s, I was experiencing these things in the monasteries, paranormal activities. And someone touching me through the window, and my roommate waking up and coming and pressing on me, and it wasn't my roommate.
Oh my God.
It wasn't my roommate.
My Buddha, my Buddha.
I think Eric is very scared.
Yes.
But after I got the mantras and I did it, everything was fine. So today we are on beautiful Petaling Street, where we did a lot of shopping, and I got myself a watch. You know, I didn't do it for the camera, I really bought the watch. And we came out with a crew, and we have some extras who are very helpful too. That's my paranormal story for the week. And I thought I'd share that with you, and I have more stories in the future. Eric, thank you very much, Eric. I'll see you again. Thank you, everybody. Good night.